Hello and welcome to this fourth Sunday of Easter. Good Shepherd Sunday is also known as Vocation Sunday, where we pray for vocations. It's very appropriate that today is known as a World Day of Prayer for Vocations. The Church calls us to reflect on the meaning of God's call for each one of us and to pray for vocations to the priesthood, the diaconate, the religious and consecrated life, because the entire Christian community shares the responsibility of fostering vocations. Both the Old and New Testament use the image of a shepherd and his flock to describe the unique relationship of God with Israel and Christ with Christians. In the Old Testament, if you think of a shepherd, you think of a man who spends all his time, all his life with the sheep. He takes care of them, he raises them, he loves them, he heals them, and most of all, he protects them from harm. And that's the way original shepherds were. They literally laid down their life across the gate of the sheepfold to protect them. But the idea of a shepherd comes to a new understanding when God stands before his people and Jesus says these sacred words, "I am the good shepherd." Not a shepherd. I am a shepherd. My sheep know me. And I know my sheep, and I give my sheep life, very life itself. Jesus as the Good Shepherd means an image to invoke the idea of somebody who knows us personally and is willing to give up everything for you. Jesus says that his sheep hear his voice and follow him, and he knows them. And this theme emphasises Jesus' constant love for his followers and his willingness to protect them through all areas of life. The Gospel reading for this Sunday emphasises this intimate relationship between Jesus and his sheep and the idea that they can recognise and trust him because of that close connection. The theme emphasises how we should follow him. The church can be seen like a flock of sheep. It's a theme that builds on the idea of Jesus as the Good Shepherd and his followers as the sheep. It emphasises the idea that the church is a community of believers who are led and guided by Christ. The metaphor of the sheep and the shepherd evokes a sense of care and protection, as well as a sense of purpose and belonging among the people of the church. Our local parish is a sheepfold, and our pastors are shepherds. Jesus is the high priest. The bishops are the successors of the apostles. The pastors are their helpers, and the parishioners are the sheep. Hence, as the good sheep of the parish, parishioners are expected to hear and follow the voice of their shepherds. We need to pray for good pastors and for vocations. All Christians need to share in the responsibility of fostering vocations. The faith community needs to pray continuously for vocations, both in the church and from within their own families. Parents need to respect and encourage a child who shows interest in becoming a priest or a deacon or entering consecrated life. They need to encourage their children, including their teenagers and young adults, to participate actively in the activities that are on in our parishes, like a Sunday school, children's club, youth associations. They also need to actively support them in becoming altar servers, gift bearers, lectors, ministers of hospitality. On this World Day of Prayer for Vocations, let us begin or continue that, especially in these stressful times in the church, local and universal, those living consecrated life and all the laity, for we are one body, and when one member suffers, all suffers. But we need those leaders to lead us through that time of suffering and difficulty. So how about asking your family or somebody you know, have you considered a vocation to the priesthood? You never know what their answer might be. You might have touched something very deep within their own hearts. Think about it. God bless you.